everybody. Glad to see you back on your mats, practicing with me. It sometimes can be really challenging to make yourself get back to it when you just want to stay in bed, but it's a really, really good thing that builds on itself. So I'm glad you're here. Sort of a funny story. I've gotten several comments over the last couple videos that I've put out that people can hear my husband Howie breathing in the background. And for those who know him, they feel like, oh, he's there. They can imagine him being there, and it's comforting. But he's nowhere near. He's at the other end of the house. The person that you hear breathing in the background is me, and getting these messages made me realize that it's something that I do constantly without even thinking about it, certainly while I'm practicing yoga and possibly in lots of other times in my life, because it just connecting to that breath can automatically become so soothing, and over all these years it has become second nature to me. So I thought this was maybe a good opportunity to talk about the breath and what it can do for us in all kinds of situations. So I have a couple things that I just want to read to you to begin. Most of us remember the exuberance of our own early youth when we breathed with relaxed, open bellies and as a result had an almost limitless supply of energy. Then we began to learn and to develop poor breathing patterns and habits. So maybe you've all had an opportunity to see a newborn or a very young baby, and they seem to breathe with every cell and every part of their body, and as they breathe, everything just kind of jiggles around without their control or knowledge. And how wonderful would it be to have that freedom again? But sadly, it's necessary, but also it's sad that as we grow older, we learn habits of holding. Some of it is strengthening, which we need to live on the earth, but some of it is not. And we can respond to emotional, physical situations by tightening up, and we end up blocking the energy to move through our body freely and in ways that can eventually cause injury and illness. And we want to breathe more freely, and through our yoga practice we learn to do just that, to open the body so that the breath can move through all of our cells, hopefully. Today, our intuition about the potential power of the breath is firmly embedded in the very structure of our language. We speak about the breath in common everyday expressions, but it rarely occurs to us to associate this with our immediate bodily experience. We say we need a breath of fresh air, I couldn't catch my breath, you take my breath away. Or maybe we say something was simply breathtaking. We complain of someone breathing down our neck and needing room to breathe, especially with what we're all going through right now, or perhaps breathing a sigh of relief. We complain of being out of breath, and yet few of us, when faced with fatigue, illness, or anxiety, look to our breath as a possible source for regeneration, because it's right under our noses. The significance of this ever-renewable source of energy has escaped our attention, which is the sad news. So I'm going to ask you today, as always, to focus on your breath, to allow your breath to lead you through your practice. But maybe today the focus can be there a little bit more of the time. It's a difficult thing to do, and you will catch yourself again and again through your practice and through your day, forgetting to breathe. So I'm gonna be here to remind you to do that today. We're going to start with just a simple exercise to become mindful of our breath and to perhaps tune into exactly what it can do for us. If you have a block, please grab a block, and or a book might work, even a cushion might work. And I'm going to ask you to start by sitting on the block, maybe on its narrow edge. If this does not work for you, find another way to sit comfortably. It is not necessary to be in this position, but if you can, that would be great. We'll be moving from here to the next set of postures. So find yourself a comfortable seat, whatever that might be for you. You can even lean against a wall if you need to. And close your eyes. Right away, let your jaw relax. and become attached and aware of your breath moving in and out of your body. Taking notice right away where you might feel there might be some gripping. Some holding. And as you exhale, let that holding begin to release. With your next inhale, squeeze your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Really squeeze them and hold the breath for a moment. And then as you exhale, let those shoulders drop down. I'm going to ask you to do that again, but as you exhale, I want you to release something else. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale and let it be a relief. Once more, inhale, squeeze, squeeze up, squeeze. Exhale, let them drop. Maybe circle your head around a little bit. And then rest your hands on your lap and begin breathing. Inhale and really allow the belly to expand. And then exhale, squeeze the breath out without rounding forward. Just see if you can squeeze your belly all the way back to your spine more. And then inhale, fill the belly up as you let the breath come in. Exaggerate it. Let the belly expand more and more and more. More. And then exhale, squeeze it out. More, more, more. Do a few more rounds like that. You may be surprised to see how much more you can sip in, and then how much more you can squeeze out. On the next one, count to yourself. 1, 2, 3 as you inhale, going all the way and pausing, and then count as you exhale more, more, more. And then do another one. Your count may be longer. You may surprise yourself. And squeeze out. Do a couple more like that. Counting, expanding, and squeezing. And one more. Great. And then if you're not sitting on your block, on your shins, do so, sitting down. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. With an inhalation, you're going to spread your arms out wide. And exhale, turn your palms down, turn your shoulders forward and fold over your legs. Bring the backs of your hands onto your lower back. Inhale, sit up, spread your arms. Exhale, fold forward, backs of the hands come to the lower back. 2 more. Inhale, sit up, spread the arms. Exhale, fold. And the last one. Inhale, spread. And exhale, fold. This time, inhale, coming up onto your shins. Reach your arms overhead. Bring your left hand behind you. Reach into the right arm and then fold over a little bit, almost like in a diagonal. Take another inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Other side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, first side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good, fold down. Inhale, rise up, reach out. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Right arm on top, squeeze in. Inhale, rise up, open up. Exhale, hug, other arm on top. 2 more. Inhale, rise up, spread. Exhale, hug it in. And last one, inhale, open up. And exhale, hug it in. Coming onto hands and knees, move your block out of the way. I'll turn sideways so you can see me. Couple of cat-cows here. Let's just do 2. So inhale, pull the heart forward, the tail up. And then exhale, ground it out. Squeeze it out like you squeezed earlier. Inhale, second one. And exhale, round and squeeze. And then just begin to undulate through the hips, the back, the shoulders, moving around and making sure that you're breathing. And notice how your breath is affecting your movement. Be 3 years old. Good, and then pause, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take another inhale, curl your toes under, and exhale to downward facing dog. Do the same thing. Wiggling around, let the breath move through you. Let the head be hanging, let the neck be nice and soft. Release some energy here. And then pause in your downward facing dog, reaching the heels toward the earth. They only have to reach toward it. They never have to touch it if it doesn't work for your body. And take a slow walk forward to the front of your mat with soft knees, stopping there, folding in a rag doll. So, excuse me, knees are soft. Hold on to opposite elbows. That helps give your upper body a little bit more weight, which in turn helps for the spine to release. Bend in your knees as much as works for you to find a comfortable release here. Shake your head out. Relax your jaw, your face, your eyes. Sway from side to side a little bit. Checking in again and again that you're allowing the breath to move through you. And then drop your arms down onto the mat. Inhale and slowly roll up and reach up. Exhale, hands come together in front of your heart. Moving on. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, spread your arms, dive down. Inhale, lengthen your spine, fill with breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up and reaching up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, spread your arms, dive down. Inhale, halfway up, changing it here. Exhale, fold, step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Drop your left knee, point your left toe. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Let the hips drop forward, shine your heart. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Curl the left toes and lift the left knee. Inhale, step the right leg back to plank. Exhale, lower that plank. Drop the knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold that downward facing dog. Breathing into the thighs, pulling the inner thighs back and up. Arms are pushing forward. Hands rather are pushing forward. Hips pulling back. Inhale, right leg reaches up to 3-point pose. Keep the legs straight for now. Reach it up, up, up. Inhale, look up at your hands, and exhale, step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down, and inhale up to warrior one. Left foot turned halfway forward. Right knee bent toward 90 degrees. Breathing here. You're going to straighten your right leg. Turn your left toes out to the side, arms parallel. Reach, reach, reach into your right hand. Left hip pulls back, find triangle pose. Trikonasana. Ground both feet. Press them into the earth. And breathe. Are you jamming your breath close so that you can hold this? So we call it holding postures, but really we still want to feel the flow of the breath, the fluidity of our body, even when we're holding a posture. Breathe. Then press into your back foot, rise up. Gaze over your right fingertips and rebend your right knee. Warrior two. Feel both legs working. Breathing and reaching. As you inhale, you're going to straighten your right knee. Turn to the left. Turn both heels in, bend the knees, goddess pose. Hands come together in front of your heart. Straighten the legs. Turn the toes to the back of the mat. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Bend the left knee and reach your arms up into high lunge. Outer thighs squeezing in towards center. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat or onto blocks. Ground your right heel. Inhale your left knee straight and then fold Parsvottanasana. Find whatever hand position you like, maybe on blocks, maybe side to each side of the foot, maybe turn backwards. Whatever works for you. Press those feet into the ground and think about squaring your hips off. Both hip points facing forward. Then wiggle the right leg back, come onto the ball of the right foot, rebend the left knee. Right hand is going to stay down. You're going to look to the left, reach the left arm all the way up. Spread those shoulders. Fill your posture with breath. Exhale, the left hand is going to come down inside the left foot. You're going to turn to the right, but the left toes are going to continue to face the back of your mat. Right foot turned out to the side, coming up into surface pose. You're going to come onto the ball of the right foot. Come through center and switch. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Skandasana, switching side to side. And then flip your feet around facing the front of the mat. Pausing here. Hands come down. Inhale and step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lower it down with your knees if needed. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing and breathing. Inhaling, look up at your hands. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, rise up and reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, spread your arms, dive down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Gently drop the right knee and point the right toe. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, allow the hips to rock forward. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Curl the right toes, lift the right knee. And then swing the left foot back and up into three-point pose. Pulling the right hip back, left toes up to the sky. Inhale, look up at your hands. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Ground the right foot. Inhale up, warrior one. Shoulders are down, even though the arms are reaching. So if you need to bring your arms in front of you to alleviate any pinching in your shoulders and neck, that's what you need to do. So as we feel the breath, as we follow its movement through our body, we check in with things like that and make sure that we're allowing the breath to move through. You're going to straighten your left knee, turn to the side, right heel is down, right toes turn out, reach the left hand forward, find triangle pose. Trikonasana. Left hip pulling back, grounding the feet. Breathing. Press into the back foot, come up, stand, gazing over your left fingertips. Rebend the front knee, warrior two. I'm going to turn around so you're not staring at my back. Warrior two. Once again, straighten your left knee, flip your feet around, and fold here. Turn your heels in, bend your knees out, toes out, heels in, goddess pose. Straighten the legs. Once again, turn to the fronts of your mats. I'm going to switch legs. Reach the arms, exhale, hands come down. Inhale and step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, look up at your hands. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold. Stay there for one breath. Big inhale, come up just a little bit. And big exhale to release. Press those feet down. Inhale to rise up and reach up. Exhale, hands come together. So the next series is going to seem similar. I am going to have most of those poses in there, but with add-ons. Stay with the breath. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back, left knee drops down, left toes point. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Swing the hands behind you this time. Heart lifts up. Hands come down to the mat. You're going to keep your left hand down and turn to the right. And reach your right arm behind you. If this is enough, great. If you want to move forward, left foot lifts off the floor and you reach for it with your right hand, pushing the foot toward your tush. Rotating the right shoulder back strongly. Right foot stays on the ground. Slowly release. You're going to curl the left toes and lift the left knee. Hands are down. Inhale, the right leg reaches back and up, but this time into open three-point pose. So you can let that right hip open up over the left hip. If you want to go further, you can bend that right knee and let the foot dangle. And then further from there would be letting the right foot come down to the ground, straighten the left leg, right arm reaches up and over your head. Wild thing. Lift the hips to the sky. Breathe. Flip it back, right hand down, right leg up, three-point pose. Step it forward. Ground the left heel. Warrior one, here we are. Breathing here. Bringing the hands behind you and interlacing them. Pull the hands down and lift the heart. Ground out left foot like crazy as you lengthen yourself forward. Bring your torso inside the right leg. Head drops. Interlaced hands reach up and away. Unclench the jaw. Pressing into the feet, come back up. Release the arms. Breathing. Straightening the right knee, turning the body to the right, arms reach. Finding your second triangle on the side. Reach, reach, reach. Arms open up. As you press the feet, maybe shine your heart up to the sky a little bit. Left hand comes onto the left hip. Looking down, soften the right knee a little bit. Walk your fingertips out from the right pinky toe, and then straightening the right leg, the left leg lifts up. You're gonna stack the left hip over the right, the left shoulder over the right. Reach into both legs and both arms, and find Ardha Chandrasana, maybe gazing up on a long neck. Carefully, the right knee rebends, step the left foot back, rise back up, warrior two. Make sure that the knee is directly over the ankle and tracking over the second toe. Reverse this. Left hand slides down the left leg, right arm up and over. Dancing warrior, all 10 toes turn left, arms reach up. Spread your arms, dive down. Hang the head. Fingertips come onto the floor under your shoulders. Turn your heels in, knees out. Sit low. Rise up to goddess. Straighten the legs. Flip them to the back. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Wiggle it back more. Bend the left knee. Arms up, high lunge. Hands together in front of the heart. Lengthen forward. Turn to the left and then hook that left elbow over the left. The right elbow over the left thigh. Reach back through the right heel and keep that right quad really engaged. And breathe. Spread the shoulders, turn the head on a nice long neck to look up toward the sky. Bring the hands down, finding a low lunge. Inhale and straighten the front knee. Walk your fingertips back. And this time we're just going to rock back and forth in Parshvottanasana. So lift the left toes off the ground, then lower them and lift the right heel. Rock back, right heel down, left toes up. Left toes down, right heel up. Right heel down, left toes up. Left toes down, right heel up. Good. And then re-bend the left knee. If you want, you can wiggle the right foot back a little more. Hands come behind you, interlace the fingers, pull those knuckles back. Stay low. Ribs connected to the thigh. And then turn yourself to the right. Hands stay back there. We're going to keep the right toes down this time. And rocking back and forth. Turn the feet as you need to. Hands stay back. Interlaced. One more. Come through center. Now flip your feet around to the front. Leaning forward. Hop off that back leg, which is your left leg, and find warrior three legs with a bind. Hands bound behind you. Left toes pointed to the floor. Inhale, feet together. Bind releases, Tadasana. Pause and breathe. Second side. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, spread your arms, dive down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Drop the right knee, point the right toe. Inhale up, Anjneyasana, allowing the hips to drop forward. The top of the right foot presses down. Reaching the right knee and the left heel toward each other for support. Swing your arms behind you. And then lean forward to ground your right hand. Turn to the left. Reach the left hand behind you. Lift the right foot off the floor. Reach for it, pressing that foot toward your butt. Rotate the left shoulder back. And then release the foot gently. Left hand comes down. Right toes curl under and the right knee lifts up. As you inhale, you're going to swing your left leg back. Swing it up. Open three-point pose. Pulling back with your right leg. This time you're going to bend the left knee, let the foot dangle if that's enough. Great. Or if you want to go further, pivot on the right foot. Left foot comes down. Right leg is long, left arm reaching over the ear, lifting the hips to the side. Pivot it back, left hand down, left leg back up to three-point pose. Look up at your hands and step the left foot forward, right heel down, coming up, warrior one. Finding the breath. I'm going to turn around so you'll see me. Warrior one, left knee forward. Straightening the leg, turning to the side, arms spread. Left fingertips reach, reach, reach. Oops, I forgot something. We're going to come back to warrior one. Hands come behind you, interlace. Pull the hands down, lift the heart. Reaching into the back foot and back leg. Your torso comes forward and then let the torso hang inside that left knee. Interlaced hands reach up and back. Head hangs. Soft face. Reaching into the hands, coming back up. Warrior one. Now straighten the left knee, turn the right toes out to the side, arms side to side. Reach, 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 reach. Trikonasana. So I've said this in every other video. Whenever you need to take a break, do it. You can pause the video or just skip anything you need to skip. Your practice. Breathe. Bringing your hand onto your right hip. Turn to look at the ground as you soften your left knee. Walk the fingertips away from the left foot. Straightening the left knee, reach the right leg off the ground. And then rotating the body open, stacking the right hip over the left, right shoulder over the left. Reach out into both arms and both legs, energetically. Don't fall like I am. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe turn your head to look up. And then softening the left knee, carefully step the right foot back. Finding warrior two. Left knee forward. Reverse. Right hand slides down the outside of the right leg, left arm coming up and over. Straightening the legs, turning the feet. Fold. Find any hand position that feels good here, holding on your ankles, maybe reaching the hands behind you, maybe reaching them out in front of you. Whatever feels good, go for it. I like bringing them out in front. It feels like a nice wide-legged down-facing dog. Giving my back some nice traction as I press my hands down, round my feet, and then pull my sit bones back and up. Then walk your hands underneath your shoulders, turn your heels in. time we're going to swing our hips forward and back. Straighten the legs, turning to the front. Rebend the right knee. Actually, it's turning to the back. Yeah, turning to the back. Finding high lunge. You're going to bring your hands together in front of your heart. Leaning forward, reach back through the, oops, I'm sorry, I screwed that up. So your right knee should be in front. You're going to lean forward, turn to the right, put that left elbow over your right knee. You're facing back. I think I've screwed you up. Just make sure your right knee is in front. High lunge with a twist. Good. Bring your hands down to the mat. Hop your left foot in a little bit. Ground your left heel. Straightening your right knee. Now we're going to rock back and forth. Right toes lift. And then touch down as the left heel lifts. And touches down. Right toes lift. Right toes down, left heel up. One more. Left heel down, right toes up. Right toes down, left heel up. Good. And then you're going to wiggle that left leg back. Rebend the right knee. Low lunge, hands behind. Pull them back. Heart moving forward. Breathing. You're going to spin your left heel down. Turn to the side. Right leg is going to straighten. You're going to flip yourself around facing the front of the mat. So if I've already turned you before, it's okay. As long as your left knee is in front. You're going to hop your right foot in a little bit as you straighten your left leg. Reach your left leg up and back. Warrior three legs. Right toes facing the mat. Feet together. Release the bind. Tadasana. Whew. One small last standing series. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold and step to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and look up at your hands. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Ground your left heel, come up once again, warrior one. Find the breath. Straighten your right knee, turn your left toes out. Arms parallel to the earth. Reach, reach, reach. Find triangle pose. Breathing here. Left hand on left hip, look down. Flow into Ardha Chandrasana once again. Right fingertips on the earth or on a block. Both legs reaching. Left arm up. If you want to go further, bend the left knee, reach the left hand for the foot. And then once you've got that foot, press it back. Press it away from your left hip. Breathing. Carefully release back to Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand is going to come down. You're going to bend the left knee and the right knee until the left knee touches down. You're going to sit down. Your right foot is on the ground next to your left knee. Both sit bones on the ground. If this is not possible for you, extend your left leg forward. Just wrap your left arm around your right knee. Turn to the right. Right fingertips behind you. Spinal twist. Breathing into it. Inhale like we did in the very beginning. Fill it up. Exhale, squeeze it out and maybe twist a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Fill, fill, fill. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Unwind. Bring your hands onto the ground along the left side of your body and round over toward the left. Counter stretch. And as you come up, you're still leaning over to the left. You're going to swing your right leg behind you. Hands onto the mat. Wiggle yourself into pigeon. Keep the left foot flexed. Wiggle that right leg back, and perhaps you need a block under your left sit bone. Allowing the left hip flexor to really release. Come down into whatever pigeon works for you. Maybe you're on your hands, maybe you're on your forearms, maybe your head is resting on a block. Find a way to rest your head, whatever way works for you. Several breaths here. Taking the time to allow the breath to quiet down, maybe to let the mind quiet down, and certainly to reconnect to the inhales and the exhales. Then hands come onto the mat under your shoulders. You're going to lift yourself back up. Curl the back toes and lift the back knee. As you inhale, you're going to slide the hips back and up and find downward facing dog. And then looking up at your hands, exhale the left foot forward, right heel on the ground. Warrior one. Straighten the left knee, turn the right toes out. Arms reach. More. Reach, reach, reach. Triangle pose. Pause and breathe. Right hand to the right hip. Left knee softens, finding our Chandrasana. And spreading it open. And finding the bind, right hand to right foot, pressing it back once you've got it. Releasing, right hand comes down, left knee softens as the right knee touches down. Right knee to the pinky toe side of the left foot, have a seat. Again, if this does not work for you, both sit bones need to be on the ground. You can extend your right leg forward. Your right arm is going to wrap around the left knee, hug it in. Left fingertips on the ground behind you. Follow your breath. 3 big inhales and exhales to wring it out. Unwinding to the other side, fold over toward the right. Drop your head. Begin to come up, knee over to the left, swing the left, lean over to the right, sorry. Swing the left leg around behind you, and then wiggle yourself so that you're on the front of that left leg. Right foot moving as close to the left hand as possible. Finding your alignment, using blocks under hips if necessary. Then spread into your pigeon, Ekapada, Rajakapotasana, making sure the head is resting on your arms, on the ground, on a blanket or a block. Let the head rest. And then tune into your breath. And if you find that you're holding somewhere, see if you can rearrange your body so that you don't need to be holding anywhere. A few more. Bring your hands onto the mat under your shoulders, lifting back up. This time you're going to pull yourself to hands and knees and pull back to child's pose. Rocking the hips from side to side. And then lift your heart from the floor. Scoop your right arm, palm up, under the left arm. Reach it, reach it, reach it, and come down onto the right shoulder. You can rock the hips forward a little bit. Reach into the right fingertips. And press the back of the right arm into the earth. Find that twist by pressing the back of the right arm down. Left arm is long. Unwinding your twist, I'm going to switch sides. And the left arm is going to scoop under the right, back of the left arm pressing down, right arm reaching forward. Good, lifting yourself up. You're going to make your way onto your back. Feet to the edges of the mat, knees deeply bent. Just take a moment to rock the knees side to side because this always feels good. And then pause, left foot on the ground. Cross the right shin, right calf, ankle over the left thigh. And then pull that left thigh in. Interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Sciatic stretch, figure four pose. Both feet stay flexed. You're going to try to push that left knee toward your chest. And you're going to try to maybe use your right elbow to push the right knee away. And then if it feels good for you, rocking side to side, the whole thing. Hold on, left hand to left foot, right hand to right knee. Pull that whole shin toward you as you extend your left leg long on the ground. Flex the left foot, reach the heel away. And then holding onto the right knee, release the right foot and hug the right knee in towards your right shoulder. Reach the right arm long on the ground, palm up. Left hand is going to guide the right knee all the way over to the left. Maybe it needs to rest on a block. And then you're going to scooch your left shoulder out to the left a little more. Spread your arms. One leg straight, spinal twist. Come back to the breath. Well, it's always important, but even more here. Let your body be filled with nourishment from every inhale and release and relief from every exhale. Slowly coming back through center, right foot on the ground, left ankle crossing over right thigh, and then pull that right thigh in towards you. Both feet stay flexed, trying to encourage the right knee closer to your chest and the left knee further away. Rocking if it feels good. Right hand to right knee, left hand to left knee. Use those hands to pull the full shin in closer. Right leg long on the mat, both feet flexed. Reach into the right heel. And then the right hand releases. Both hands pull the left knee in closer to the left shoulder. Left arm reaches out to the side, palm up. Right hand guides the left knee all the way over to the right. And then take a minute to wiggle your right shoulder out, arms spread. Enjoy your twist. Let the breath move. Breathing fully, find a way. If something is stopping the breath from moving, change the pose, do what you need to do. Couple more breaths there. And roll onto your back and take your time to find the pose of Shavasana, final resting pose. Wiggling around, stretching out, do what you need to do to be able to move into that pose fully and completely. And when you arrive there on your back, let your arms rest on the floor next to you. Let your legs rest. Let all the effort melt out of your arms and your legs and your spine and your feet in your hands. Let your shoulders drape into the floor. Let your heart melt open.